Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, A Little Patience. My name is Ashley and I'm here to talk to you about my stitching and sewing and one crochet project. And I forgot to grab, but it's close by. Anyway, today is Saturday, April 15th. This is Flosstube number 11. And thanks for being here with me today. I've got a lot to show you. So grab some stitching, grab a drink. I've got some water. It's been hot this week, but beautiful. And got some seasonal allergies going on, so hopefully I look better than I feel. I'm going to start with previous finishes. I've got some Easter and spring finishes to show you. This one I don't have the chart for anymore. I looked for it, but I think it is called Dream Big, and it's by Country Cottage Needleworks. So there's my fully finished piece. There we go. I don't have any stitching details. I probably used the called for floss, but I don't know what fabric. And I have it finished on this wood piece I got from an antique market. And up here there's actually two sections, but I covered them up with this little bunny in the middle. Let me see if I can split my bow. A little moss covered bunny in there. And then I added a, oh my gosh, what do you call that? Beige, oh my gosh, like a beige bow. It's a little sparkly, and some lace ribbon, and then just some of these little floral stems on the sides. So there's a previous finish. I've got another one I stitched for my daughter when she was born. Her bedroom was all in bunnies. So I have all these bunny things I have, and now I can just use them for springtime because now her bedroom is rainbows and unicorns. So this is Rustic Rabbit Sampler, and it is by Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. And again, I don't have the fabric information. Let me check. No, but it does call for all DMCs, which I'm pretty confident that's what I used. So I put it in this frame that I got from frames.com. I had them, they'll cut it down for you to size. Pictureframes.com. I think it's called frames.com now. So I just used all DMC, and it is charted like this. It's missing a E, but I kept it like that. And it's just a cute little bunny sampler I had in her room when she was a baby. I think further down the line, like in a couple, when I have chance in a couple years, I'll take this out and mount it on sticky board and add a pretty fabric backing and something pretty up there too. So I love this one. It's really cute. I really love the colors. Okay, I don't have a lot of space on my table. I'm gonna set it on the floor next to me. Pop back up, and I've got another one I don't have the chart for, but this is Country Cottage Needleworks. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it says Somebody Loves You, and I'm guessing I stitched it with called for threads, and it's on a very pale green fabric. I would say either a Lugana or an even weave. And it's in this really pretty frame I think I got from Michael's a few years ago. So she was born in 2018, so I had all these things done for her room. Oh, I actually have one more, but I don't have it pulled out. And it's broken, I'd have to go find it. I'm gonna set this one down too and pop back up. And I'll show you my last one, which is, I'm just gonna call it Girl with Bunnies because it's in a very old leisure arts, I wanna say leisure arts magazine. I think it was printed maybe before I was born, but it's beautiful. So I'll try to get a close-up there. I don't have my ring light on, so hopefully that is showing up well. You see me peeking around the corner. Hi. So there's a lot of back stitching in this one. I don't know what kind of fabric on this one either, but it's just absolutely beautiful. The bunnies look a little weird with their eyes, but it's still really cute. It's been so hot this week, and we've actually made it to the beach a few times, and this morning my son had his first soccer game of the season. Let's see what else. Allergies are terrible. I am going to plant some peas this afternoon, but all the trees are putting out their pollen, I think, and that's why I'm having all these reactions. Anyway, I will move on to my finishes, and I talked about goals in my last Flosstube video, I think on the 15th. So I have completed some goals, and I have some fully finished pieces to show you. I also started using, so I've been using the cross stitch journal, which I got some stickers from my daughter. She gave me some to put on there, and I like it, but there's only spots for 50 projects, and then when I want to show you guys something, I have to flip through and find it, and that takes some time. So I came up with a new system that I'm going to try out, and I got a oh no, stuff just fell. Okay, I got a recipe card holder from Amazon, and it fits 4x6 index cards inside, and I think I'm gonna actually design something to stitch to put on the front to cover that up. So what I've been doing, let me put this back, hopefully nothing else spills. What I've been doing is I've been writing down the information on my index cards. So at the very top I have the chart name, and then the chart designer, and the stitch count, the fabric, the floss, when I started, when I stopped, and then the finishing details. So I finished and fully finished Loose Rooster. I've been wanting to show this for a while, but I didn't want to show it until I finished it. This is what it is supposed to look like. I got it as a kit from my LNS. It was on sale. It was $10 off. I like to say when I make a mistake on things with like stitching or crafts or just anything in general, that it's perfectly imperfect. So I know a lot of us beat ourselves up about sorry, making mistakes in our stitching, and I like to say it's perfectly imperfect, and that's perfect for me. I forgot to put the quilt batting in between the stitched piece and the roll. So it is what it is, but I stitched mine 1/1, and I stitched 2 roosters, and I turned mine horizontal. Let me just fix my charm. I love it. It is so stinking cute. It was such a pain to do. I just don't like finishing things in general. But I would do a little bit every day, and I've got it all sewed up, and it is so cute. I love it so much. I just need to figure out where I want to put it. So I just love it. It's so cute, so cute. So that's one of my goals was to fully finish that, and I was able to get it done. So let me set that to the side, and sorry you guys, I can't breathe. Yesterday I was worse. I had sinus pressure, and I was just tired all day long. Another goal I had was to fully finish Paw Prints by Lizzie Kate. Now I had this stitched up for a couple years now, and here's my little card. Pretty sure I used all the called for floss. I don't know what fabric. Here is the chart. I actually have this one. So it's Lizzie Kate Cricket. It is Dog Sleeve Paw Prints. I'm trying to read it backwards because it's backwards on there. Dog Sleeve Paw Prints. So like I said, I'm pretty sure I used the called for floss, which is all week's dye works. And I don't know what fabric. Hold on. I think I got dog hair on it. Okay. So, oh no, look at, I'll have to fix that. Nope. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. I'll just hold it up there. So this is actually a frame I got when I think I was at a baby shower when I was pregnant with my eldest son. It is a baby frame. It says hello, what does it say? Hello world. And then you're supposed to put a picture of like the ultrasound in there. You know, he's gonna be 8 this year. I never used it, and I thought this would fit perfectly. So I mounted the stitched piece on sticky board, and then I used, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fix it. Let's see, Lady Dots Creates Rick Rack in Sizzle, and then I used the baby frame and added a red ticking stripe torn fabric bow on the bottom just to cover up those words. So I think I'll put this by my other dog one that I have up also by Lizzie Kate that I made into a sign and a hook for the dog leash. So I'll put it over there, and I have to fix it before I do that. Okay, here we go. It's like 81 degrees, and I mean, it's mid-April. It's crazy. And of course, we can't put our air conditioning on. That's just silly to do in mid-April. So I'm gonna suffer here in the heat and allergies and enjoy every minute of it. Okay, my next one was another fully finishing goal. I've had this one stitched for you know, just a couple years, and it is Mr. and Mrs. by Heart and Hand. So my card says I used mystery fabric. I really don't know. I didn't used to write these things down, but I'm pretty confident I also used the called for floss. And let me see if I can hold it up and read it to the same time. So I mounted this on sticky board. Let me get my bow in there. And trimmed with Lady Dots Creates Pom Pom in Pinky. And then there's a backing of navy and cream ticking fabric that I actually was just able to slide underneath here. So this board is not glued on. I was able to slide it in, and then I glued this on there. And then this is a stand-up frame from Goodwill. It's so cute. I love how it turned out, and I'm in the process of getting rid of some like diaper changing stuff, so I'm getting rid of my there's the Goodwill sticker, the diaper pail in our bedroom, and I want to get rid of the changing table so I can move my dresser and then put some stuff on there like this. So there's my Mr. and Mrs., and it does have the year we got married. And, you know, it's only been 9 years since I've had time to finish this, and better late than never. But it's so cute, and the baby's awake. So that's another fully finished. That was my other goal. And then I'm gonna switch a little to the rest of my goals, and one of those goals was to work on Willie's stocking for 2 hours. I did not keep track, but I'll show you my progress. And let's see, let me get the chart. So I have a sticky note here. Okay, so this is what it will look like, similar when it's done. I am stitching this on 14 count Aida. I've done all my kids' stockings on 14 count Aida, just so they'll hold up longer. So that's what it will, hey, the baby's awake, guys. That's what it will look like when it's done. And here is my progress. I have it rolled up and clipped with some Wonder Clips or something. All right. So I know I finished everything in the bag except those little spots. I can't decide what beads to put there and what metallics to use. But I got everything stitched in his Santa sack, and then I worked up here on finishing up the train, and then I started working on the green ribbon and the red here in his leg and up here. So I'm just glad I worked on it a little bit. So it will be done in time for Christmas this year. Let me just roll it up a little, do my clips so I don't lose them. Whew, guys, it's so hot. Earlier this week we had a really nice breeze, but it seems to have died down. Okay, so another one of my goals was to work on some hashtag January starts. So I actually, here it is, I finished another one. I fully finished it, and it is Lake House by Country Cottage Needleworks. So I started this for hashtag January, and then I finished it on April 6th, and then I fully finished it on April 7th. Here's my little card for that. So I will show you the floss I used, because I changed all the colors. So let me I'll compare the colors so you can see. They're a lot more tranquil. I would say they're tranquil. I'll go ahead and tell you I used Crescent Colors Shamrock, DMC White, Classic Colorworks Crescent Colors, guys. They've changed names, and this says Crescent Colors. They are now Classic Colorworks. So I have Cocoa Bean, and then I got Simply Shaker Gentle Art Carriage Black, Forest Glade, and Lamb's Wool. And then I also used DMC 414, and then Krennic 3231. I just wanted to add a little pizzazz. So my finished piece looks like, it's a little dirty. It's been so windy in here. Everything's blowing on my stuff on my table. Here's my finished piece. I just love it. I think it's so cute. Let me explain some things about it for you guys. This is stitched on 32 count cream. I don't know what brand, I just had it in my stash. My LNS will do fabric remnants, and sometimes it just says 32 count cream. It doesn't say any more details than that. So I mounted this on sticky board and then trimmed it with Lady Dots Creates Rick Rack in Storm Blue. Then I used black ticking fabric. And then this frame is a stand-up frame, and it's from a local downtown gift shop. And it fits it so perfectly. And this actually, let me show you the picture of the original. So as you can see, there's charted sailboats in the bottom, and I was mentioning how I didn't know what I would want to do. So I charted in some, sorry, I'm like, I gotta sneeze. I got some tissues just in case. I charted in some bufflehead ducks, because our lake, trying to get them both in there at the same time. Our lake gets a lot of migratory birds, and the bufflehead ducks have been coming, and they're so cute to watch in the springtime. We've been going just this week to go to the beach, and the kids look for snails in the water. And these ducks are black and white, and the girls are more gray, but they have this really neat coloring on them, especially in their head. It's really cool. And then they'll dive underwater and swim and then pop back up. So it's really fun to watch them swimming. So I charted those then instead of the sailboats. So anyway, there's my lake house, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I absolutely love it. I love my color choices. I think it's beautiful. Sorry guys. Oh, I'm covering up my notes here. Let me move it. Okay, so next, yeah, he's awake. My husband's like, is that Willie? I'm like, yeah, I told you 5 minutes ago. Anyway. All right, so talked about previous finishes, fully finishes, and goal completion, and then goal completion and whips, and now I've got whips and a finish, and then some sewing things to show you, and a crochet project. So let me get a sip of water. I woke up this morning with a sore throat from all the stuff. So, okay. I finished a whip. Oh, it fell. It's one of those things that fell down. So one moment, please. One episode of, sorry, totally random. One episode of Brenda and the Cereal Starter, Laura was like, stitch amongst yourselves, and then they were working on something. So stitch amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm gonna steal that. I thought it was so cute. Let me just reach down and pick everything up. It's like I'm struggling here between the heat and the allergies. Okay, so this was a hashtag January start. It was Lizzie Kate Summer ABCs. It's one of her snippets. And I stitched it on 36 count vintage country mocha, and I do not have the button. I stitched in the watermelon instead. And I thought the chart, the chart for the watermelon had the black is little tiny black dots for its symbol. So I'm like, oh, French knots, that's super cute. It's not French knots, and I didn't realize that until I stitched all the red in. So, you know, it's perfectly imperfect. So here's my little card. I used all the called for colors that I had. And if I didn't have the overdyed floss, I used DMC. So I just finished this one not too long ago. And I know what I'm gonna do for finishing. I just, I didn't have time to finish it. So it's super cute and tiny, but there's my finish. And there's my little French knot watermelon seeds that are not supposed to be French knots. But it's all good. And I can't wait to finish this. I'm glad I started this with this one because it's ready in time for summer, which it practically is anyway. Oops. So there's my whip and a finish. Now I have whips that I did not finish, but I worked on. So my next one is House on Pumpkin Hill by the Sweetheart Tree. That's what it looks like. Buddy. I'm getting smiles from the baby. I am changing the house color, and then this color right here I also changed, and when I'm all done I'll put it on my card and share that with you. But you can see already the difference in the house. So I'm stitching it with the white it came with. I believe it's ecru. I was just thinking that it kind of gets lost on this fabric, so I thought of maybe doing blue or green, but then I'm like, He's trying to get my shoes. He's obsessed with shoes. I ended up going with the ecru. But last time I only had the pumpkins and a part of the border done. So I finished the border, finished outlining it with the back stitch, got the bushes, finished all the leaves, and I started working on the house. Oh, I did not finish the leaves. I've got a couple more. So next it's just the back stitching the beads, finish the house, and then all the letters. I'm thinking of using the overdyed variegated silk for my alphabet. I haven't quite decided yet though. So I have some time until I have to decide because it's not summer, it's not even fall. Right, anyway, my next one is Party Cakes by Country Cottage Needleworks. This was also a #January start, so I'm meeting some of my goals there. And I'm stitching it on, I don't know, I think it's 40 count. It's pretty small. And it looks like I'm using all the called for colors. I have them just popped in the back of the bag there. So last time I only had this top border and just a little bit of those flowers on the middle cake. So I've done quite a bit. I was actually hoping to finish this one, but I got sidetracked. Big surprise. I'm just peeking around. See, I can admire it at the same time, right? So I don't know where I'm gonna put this when it's done, but it's still really cute and I really like it. Next is On Prudence by Plum Street Samplers. I just like showing this one to you guys. I really haven't done a lot, but I feel like maybe if I show it all the time, then I'll want to really get it done. But it's really big and it's a lot of work. But I think I maybe did this flower and worked my way up. So really, honestly, just one evening of stitching and then I moved on to something else. So I'm totally behind this one. I'm pretty sure I'm getting it in there. One of these days I'll get it done. All my other big stuff going on. Okay, so I met some goals. I did a lot of finishing. I'm pretty busy. And I have a new start. I want to share something with you guys. I got this gift when I was student teaching, and it's this nice metal board, 2012. I got this in 2012, and it's for my students before I was married, and I use it to stick my charts on when I'm stitching. And I've got some cute magnets on. Here's my one and only, well actually that's a lie. I have 3 needle minders, but this is the one I use the most. It's super cute. It's my little piggy and it's missing a rhinestone. But I want you to notice my sticky note here to myself. It says, no new projects. I started something new. So let me tell you the story why. I have my charts in like one of those IKEA buckets because that's what my table is on. It's on 2 long calyx units. So I have those cube inserts. So I have my charts in one of those cube inserts, and I had pulled it out because I was shopping. So I'm a part of the Homespun Needlework group on Facebook. I think that's what it's called, but it's run by I think you pronounce it Julie Crochet, and she works with designers and needle workshops to come out with exclusives that are then available to that Facebook group. So I wanted to buy the exclusive for the month of April. Just ignore me. And I was going through choice. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna get this, I'll see what I want to stitch, what else I want to stitch, and then I can, you know, just add this to my order. So I had all my charts out on the floor looking for some, and I'll show you, it's in my radar, I'll show you that soon. And my daughter comes in and she's like, oh, can I pick one out for you to work on? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm like, sure, sweetie, I'd love that, because I had Theo, my eldest, he picked out Cinnamon Stars, and I finished that. So Vivi picked out My Home Sweet Home by Brenda Gervais. So I had to start it. I had a good excuse. I had really pretty fabric in my stash, and I'm using if I have the floss, I'm using it. I did change the color of the house to DMC 932. I don't know what it calls for because I took the chart out and it's somewhere in here. But I started this on 36 count antique ivory, and it's just so cute. I worked on it maybe for 2 evenings and a quick morning, and it's so fast, it's so fun, it's so cute. She kept wanting me to get to the flag because I started here in the upper left corner and worked my way. I did this like in 1 evening here. I was just so into it. And then I worked my way that way so I could get to the flag for her. And I just love it. I really hope my lighting is okay for it to show up, because gosh, you guys, if you don't have this chart, you need to get it. It's beautiful. It's just so stinking cute. And upside down. So I did switch out the house color to the house color I've been using for my house, which is DMC 932. And it's so stinking cute. Also, this red in the flag is one of those new DMC colors that's just the two digits, not the 3s or 4s. And I don't have those, and I didn't want to go out and get it, so I just picked out something from my stash. So there's a pretty good chance that this will be fully finished for my May 15th video. So, you know, no new projects, but I have a good excuse, right? Okay, sorry, I keep knocking my table with my knees. I'm sitting on a pillow today, so I'm a little bit higher up. So some of my mess is covered back there. Anyway, I am done with cross stitch. I do have some sewing finishes I wanted to share with you. Sorry guys, it's getting worse. So I mentioned before that I am a member of the Wicked Cool Quilters on Facebook, and it's a group for the Quilted Cow, which is a quilt shop in Branson, West Missouri, and they do Facebook Live shopping shows, and they'll show you patterns, and then like she calls them flavors, which is different fabric kits to make that pattern. So I purchased a few things and I finished a few things I want to share with you. This is called the Alexis apron, and it comes with different fabric kits, so I chose this one because it has chickens on it, and I wanted the pink ones to be facing the right way, and it's just so cute. And then I added some lace on the bottom that I got from my my grandma. Just a nice little extra touch, a nice little memory. But you know, it's a cute little apron. I got a kit to make for my daughter as well. I just think I'm going to flip-flop the fabrics so that they're matching but not matching. And then my son also wanted an apron, but he doesn't want a apron like this. He wants a full body one. So I have to figure out how to do that. I think I'll just go on Pinterest and look for some ideas. And he wanted out of gemstone fabric, so I bought some on Amazon, because from what I can understand, there used to be a website called fabric.com, and then I think Amazon bought them. So when you want to get fabric from fabric.com, I think you have to go through Amazon, but I'm just gonna reach over and grab it real fast because it's cute, and I think it's fabric from Spoon Flower. Oops. And it's got gemstones. I mean, how cool is that? So there were two choices, really. There was a black fabric and then this white one with, I think the black fabric had smaller print and no names, and then this white one with what they are. So I have to figure out how to make an apron now for him. It's really cool. And then I also have, I mean, I have a ton of other kits, but these are things I have done. I made some napkins. And so this was in a kit. You could either make 10 lunchbox size napkins. And I think these end up being, let me see real fast, about 7.5 square. So I made those. So I made 10 of them. And then I made a little chicken trivet, which is really hard for me because I'm really not a sewist, but it's really cute. I like how it turned out. And there's a lot of layers in here. There's, I think it's called Insulbright, and then one more thing, I think maybe just some cotton batting, because you have to have some of that stuff in there to protect your table or countertops from the heat. But so cute. My little chicken. There's the backing fabric. Perfectly imperfect. Okay. Woo. Sewing finishes, crochet blanket, and then I'll show you what's on my radar. I have on my notes to have like talk about goals for May 15th, but I don't really have any goals right now. So my crochet blanket, let me just reach over here. Sorry, it's on my little rolling cart. But I went to my goals quite a few months ago, and they had this yarn on sale. It was the Baby Delight yarn, and it's 557 yards. So I got this really pretty mint green, and I'm using what's called a Trinity stitch. I went on to Daisy Farm Crafts blog. They do really great free patterns and videos, and they call this the wildflower blanket. She used like a mustard yellow yarn, and they had like a matching wildflower onesie kind of thing that ties at the bottom for I think her granddaughter. So she called it the wildflower blanket, and it does look like little flowers. It's so cute. So this one I'm making for me. This is the first thing I'm making for me, and it's very long. So it's gonna take me a while. I have 4 of these balls of yarn. I'm really hoping that is enough, or I'll just have to turn it the other way so it'll work out. So that's my sewing and crochet. I'll just show you what's on my radar. Like I said, I'm getting an order from Hobby House, and I got fabric for Little House Needleworks Summer ABCs. I have all the thread, but I want to stitch it on 36 count, so I've been trying to figure out what kind of fabric I want to use. I was going to use Vintage Country Mocha, but I ordered something else, and we'll see if I like that any better. So I might start this. I don't know. Per my sticky note, no new projects. We'll see. I also got fabric. So this 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus is out of stock on Hobby House when I made my purchase. So I got something else because I love this one so much, and I really would love to start this one, but I'm not supposed to. But this is Humble and Kind by La Di Da. So we'll see when that fabric comes in, because it's NPI silks, but I don't have those in, you know, stuff is expensive, let's be honest. But there's DMC conversion on the back, which I have DMC, so I just think it's so pretty that I just might have to start this one when that fabric comes. And then this is the sampler I'm stitching for my daughter. Guys, it's so hot. This is Pink House sampler. I had the fabric and I had some floss. So, you know, naturally I ordered the rest. So I have to work on this because I have a super small start. I think this was my first thing on 40 count. So I got my fabric from my LNS and I came home and I'm like, I need to work on this like right now. So I haven't touched it since. So I ordered all the floss for that. So I just might have to work on that too, because I have so much time on my hands and hardly any projects at all. So anyway, I'm all done. I hope I hope you enjoy this show. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I just absolutely love this community. You're all so wonderful and welcoming. It's truly wonderful. I wish I could come up with more synonyms. So leave me a comment, let me know what you're stitching. Let me know how your Easter was. Holy cow. I went to my, so after soccer today, we invited my mother-in-law, and we went out to lunch afterwards, and it was just really a lovely time, and the weather was beautiful, not like right now, and it's super hot. But we went to my in-laws for Easter as well, and had some delicious food. My kids got to play with their little cousin, and I hid the eggs outside for the Easter egg hunt. I made lemon cheesecake and peach cobbler. The grocery store had no peaches, so I used nectarines instead. And we had a really nice time. So I'm getting tired. Leave me a comment. Let me know how your Easter was. Let me know what you're stitching. And please like the video. Please become a subscriber if you'd like to get notified of more videos. Follow me on Instagram. I haven't been posting lately because I wanted to wait for my video to show my finishes and whips, my progress. Oh, speaking of whips, my mom was over on, got a lot of side stories today. My mom was over on Thursday to do a mystery reader at my eldest son's school. And she asked me, she was like, hey, did you got any PhDs? I'm like, oh no, Mom, I need to use that. So she told me PhD. I don't know if you've heard of this term or not, but I haven't, and I thought it was so cute, and I think I want to start using it. It's it stands for projects half done. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of PhDs. So I just thought it was funny. Anyway, it was good to have her visit too. We just chat about anything and everything, and then the kids are like, Mom, Nana, come, come play with us. So it's just always nice to have family over. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, A Little Patience XS. Tell a friend about my show and Instagram. And look at my little sticky note. Happy stitching, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or night and enjoy. Just enjoy. Bye.